we store your dreams so that you can revisit them while you're awake. As a trial member of our service, you will receive a loose storyline that will attempt to splice together the common randomness that occurs in most dreams. We will do our best to make your experience revisiting your dreams comfortable and entertaining. We apologize for the delay in providing you with the recount of the requested vivid dream you had 2 weeks ago. Transferring your dreams to our system takes some time, but we hope you will find the experience worth the wait. All right, thank you for your patience, and let's proceed with this Dream Keeper file. You woke up in a world that feels like home. The mattress is just how you like it. Not too hard, not too soft. Perfect. In such a place, your body wanted to remain in that bed, curled up under the covers, basking in that room's ideal temperature. Your body wanted to go back to sleep, but your mind was wide awake, thinking, trying to solve a burning question. What can you find that would give you peace, joy, and serenity? Such a question beckoned you out of bed. The weight from this question, this yearning to obtain that which you seek, made your mind fiercely uncomfortable, despite your body's satisfaction. So, through the powers of your thoughts and your imagination, you took yourself to the obvious place where you would surely find the peace, joy, and the serenity that you seek. This is a place where the air is filled with delicious fragrances, because the world in its entirety is composed of your favorite edible treats. As you bite, lick, and chew your way across the landscape, you come to realize that the only gift that this place can provide can only be touched by your nose and tongue. Despite the friendly people that encourage you to devour their walls to their homes, you come to accept that peace, joy, and serenity cannot be found here. And a meal or two later, you say farewell to this land and continue on with your quest. Feeling wiser now, you grasp onto this new understanding that the pleasures of the body can only give you so much. So, now feeling smarter, you take yourself back to the beginning, to the birthplace of the galaxies. For surely peace, joy, and serenity can only be found in a place as pure as this. While you're in across these heavens, searching for something that isn't there to find, despite the tremendousness of your efforts to extract something real from this realm of awe and fascination. All you encounter is beauty that moves your soul but doesn't enlighten your heart. So, what you did next made perfect sense. You had tried the past and found only gargantuan beauty. So, you went into the future, where surely science has come to reveal all truths and could provide you with something that could always give you peace, joy, and serenity. The majesty of this place felt alien to you, far stranger than even seeing galaxies form in front of your eyes. Speed was the theme of this environment. Everything moving as quickly as possible, as if the fleetingness of time was the end-all be-all of reality. With slack jaw, mouth wide open, you watched in sheer astonishment while you traveled in a flying vessel that makes airplanes seem like some ancient relic. Through the window next to you, you struggle to take in the sight of seeing an entire city-wide planet where everyone and everything is moving in a terrible hurry. Every question you asked was met with impatience. The people here were courteous and kind, but the answers you received from others were too direct, too specific to make you feel fulfilled. Through your questioning, you learned of a great library nested in orbit, where for millennia all of the people of the planet have stored their discoveries. At this library, you found everything that science can tell. The long hallways were filled with archives holding discoveries that seemed comparable to magic. You had access to everything that a laboratory can teach. But despite your best efforts, you couldn't find something that would provide you with peace, joy, and serenity. It wasn't long after that when it occurred to you you were in a place where everyone and everything was moving in a hurry. The prevailing theme of rushing to get somewhere meant that no one there even knew of the peace, joy, and serenity that you craved. For if they had it, they wouldn't be on the perpetual treadmill to fill their void. There, in that library in the sky, you drummed your fingers and contemplated where to go next. You'd been to Candyland. You'd gone to the past and to the future. And yet, you couldn't find that thing you wanted. Where to go next? You asked yourself. Well, if the city were seeking. The surrounding environment filled you with peace and serenity. The very atmosphere exuded a soothing warmth that touched you from within. A deep sense of comfort continued to grow with your exploration of this new location. The land, the trees, the structures themselves exuded an ancientness where, for possibly forever, this realm's inhabitants dedicated their lives to the pursuit of peace and serenity. The people here resemble elves more than humans. They appeared to you to possess a wisdom, a calmness, an acceptance of the nature of reality, perspectives that could only be obtained with a 1,000-year lifespan. They moved their bodies with such grace as they walked alongside you. The words they spoke to you seemed like music. It was so melodic and precise. A euphoric release eventually came upon you as you could finally feel what it's like to let a lifetime of stress and fear leave your essence. You began to move as they did, talk as they did, so as to better extract all of the good that this place had to offer. Finally, with all of your journeying, you had finally found peace. You had finally found serenity. And you discovered it in a world where it is the only thing provided. Originally, you had awoken in your dream with a determination to find something that could give you peace, serenity, and joy. This realization pulled you out of the tranquil trance that had consumed you upon arrival. You had found peace. You had found serenity. But there was no joy here, no excitement, fulfillment, that which makes a smile feel earned. You had gotten so close, but the answer was not to be found here. There was no laughter in this land of peace and serenity. So, through the power of your thoughts and imagination, you said farewell to this peaceful realm and continued on with your quest. You took a shot in the dark with the hopes that adorable, caring animals could provide you with the joy that you were seeking. For how could you not find joy in a realm where unconditional love is the norm? There are cute, cuddly animals on this world you brought yourself to. Life forms that genuinely enjoyed your presence and begged to share their affection with you. The sea life on this planet cherished their time with you and expressed the same level of compassion as the land animals. But this sea life communicated with you telepathically and relentlessly said to you that everything will be okay. Swimming there with these special dolphins, you realize that this world is willing to give you everything. Unconditional love, support, reassurance. Everything that could prevent a smile is absent. And yet, despite your best efforts, you don't feel peace because it feels too pure to be claimed as your own. Anyone visiting this realm would be met with the same dedicated care. This place felt like a holiday, a vacation, rather than a place you could call home. You understood that you couldn't take what you are finding here back with you. The gifts here could only be enjoyed there and then, alone. For there was no great answer to be found here, no permanent solutions, no keys, just raw, unfiltered adoration and love. An idea began to form within you. Maybe you could find peace, joy, and serenity by traveling alone across gorgeous landscapes. Earlier, you had tried being alone at the birthplace of the galaxies, but the experience was too tremendous to extract anything of lasting value from. This time, you tried isolation in safe environments where you could be left alone with beauty and yourself. You traveled across these worlds for a long while, never feeling rushed. You watched worlds breathe in and out. Your time here made you formulate the belief that though you were the only human to be found, you were not alone. Far from alone, in fact. The thoughts you were having were being guided by the sights, sounds, fragrances, and textures of everything that surrounded you. In the prior world, you had cute, cuddly animals begging for your hugs and caresses. But here, in these worlds, you had the distinct impression that you were the animal, the pet, being embraced with hugs and caresses. Despite the nurturing beauty of this realization, you once again had to accept that the answers that could be found stay here. All of the good that could be found here was not a gift that you could take home with you. Now exhausted from searching for the answer to a seemingly simple question, you gave up on trying to discover the solution for yourself and decided that it would be best to just be told the answer. This is your dream after all. You are boundless in this state. If you can go into the future, the past, and to everywhere in between, you can also voyage to the ethereal, where within potentially all existence resides. There you could find entities that would hear your question and provide you with the answer that you seek. You are caught off guard at first upon your entrance into this new environment. You were surrounded by a setting composed completely of an impossible mixture of colorful light, gas, and liquid. Like a tangible ghost, you swam across the terrain in search of the wise inhabitants that could give you your answer. This place was different, difficult to navigate, because there was no up or down, here or there. Everything was infinite and yet intimately connected. You could not find the beings you were seeking. It was all too big and small. You came to the realization that if there were entities here to be consulted, they must find you instead. Reaching down deep into yourself, into the essence that is you, you concentrated on a single question and asked for help to answer it. Where can I find peace, joy, and serenity? Where can I find peace, joy, and serenity? It was soon after doing this, after putting everything that you are into the heart of the question, that the colorful light, gas, and liquid began to congeal in front of you. The shapeless had taken on structure, and before you were three entities. Every place you had been to prior, you had been greeted with welcome and care. But the hosts here looked upon you with pity, as if they were disappointed that you could not answer the question for yourself. You had come to this place to be given an answer, and you were finally confronting beings that could give you what you seek. For these entities before you have existed prior to the beginning. They will exist forever past the end. Everything to be known, they know, and have known it all before the creation of time. But they refused to give you the answer outright. Instead, they spoke to you in riddles through the language of spiritual thought. And cannot with certainty tell you what it is exactly that you figured out at the close of your dream, but the interpretation of the fragmented data that we have leads us to the guess that your answer was found, could be found, and will always be found, not in some distant realm. Peace, joy, and serenity can be claimed whenever you want it, because it only ever resides within yourself. That's our best guess, largely because the pride you felt upon awakening made you feel genuinely happy to be yourself, with yourself. If you had only stayed asleep a little longer, we could fill this void with more certainty. But it was your dream after all, and we must deal with what we have to work with. Now I want to tell you about our new service that is available to our members. We not only have the ability to receive your dreams so that you can revisit them later, we can now inject dreams into you. Practically any dreams you wish to have, we can now provide for you. Please allow me this opportunity to share with you some of the settings we created for other clients to enjoy while their physical body rests. Due to matters of privacy, we cannot share the plot with you. However, I do think the environments alone will be enough to convince you to subscribe to our services. Here's a setting on an alien world where the inhabitants live right up against the earth. The smell of this realm is dominated by rock, dirt, and delectable water. The temperature is a pleasant coolness, as you would expect, living so close to the stone. The people here are primitive with their habits, but advanced with their thoughts. They will be happy to talk to you about anything, so long as you assist them in extracting their treasures from the surrounding minerals. If dreams with natural settings are appealing to you, then we have a range of options readily available. Here is a place that is about as close to nature as you can get. It's impossible to feel foreign here. The environment is the essence of Mother Nature, and it will accept you as one of her children. Both peace and excitement can be found here. You'd experience everything you'd expect in a realm that fully embraces the circle of life. Next, imagine being on a world where gargantuan magical beasts roam the planet, where their steps sound as thunder while they walk up to greet you. They are the titans of this land, yet they will bow to you and grant you your wishes. We have other options readily available for you as well, such as futuristic gardens, where you can look upon fascinating sights while enjoying alien fragrances. If you prefer adventure, we can deliver a dream with knights and royalty. with us. After subscribing, please leave a like and a comment stating what we can do for you next. Thank you, and see you again soon.